Well, with Jonathan when he was arrested were his driver Ali and the human rights activist you saw, Dr. Alaa Shahabi. Both were released by the Bahraini authorities, and Dr. Shahabi, who has dual citizenship in Bahrain and Britain, is with me now. And so where does the protest movement go?
Well, the protests have been unabated. They've been happening across the whole country, and they've continued. The funeral of Salah Abbas was attended by over 50,000 protesters and was again repressed by police with tear gas and stun grenades and birdshot pellets.
But how do you see this breaking through? I mean, you know, the last time there was a real threat, Saudi vehicles rolled in. You don't have the organisation or the funding or the backing that other protest movements have had. I mean, you can't win, can you?
Well, this all depends on the international dimension around the conflict. With the silence of the Western governments over the continued repression in Bahrain, we're not going to see any solution over the horizon. And that's the danger, that it enters into a stalemate and it continues to go downhill. Things are unravelling and unfolding on a dangerous scale at the moment. An MP's house was gunned down. His business was gunned down by government loyalists because he actually stood up in Parliament to question the authority of the Prime Minister, who's been in power for 41 years.
I mean, the Bahraini government, you know, come out, they've done this on this programme and say, we're engaging, we're talking, you know, we are interested in human rights. Is there any sort of political solution possible?
Well, the ball's in the government's courts. The solution is with them. They need to decide whether they engage with the people and respond to the democratic demands of the majority of the people.
But when they say they are doing that, why do you say actually they're not?
How is that possible if no one sat around the table, if they haven't taken actual steps towards a democratic reform? There's nothing over the past year that indicates that they are genuine and serious in moving towards a democracy.
And what do you say to those people who worry that there would be an onslaught on the Sunnis who are currently in power if there was a revolution?
Well, there's been revolution elsewhere, and we haven't seen that onslaught. With democratic development, everyone will get equal rights. In fact, the current state is unsustainable because more than half of the population are being repressed and are dying, and the death toll is increasing. So the solution is to find a settlement that will appease the majority of the people, because either way, Sunnis are losing just as much as the Shia with the current crisis.
Dr. Shahabi, thank you very much for joining us.